I don't want to say a surprise, but has it been encouraging to you, or I guess a bit of a surprise, how much your longtime starters have been able to elevate their game this season?
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that, coming in the season, we wanted to be playing, where we did the other night at the beginning of the year. I felt they had enough experience to be able to do that. Obviously, it didn't happen. But like I said, we really preach hard to these kids about, the biggest thing is we're focused on getting better every week. It's all about us and us improving from week to week. We don't want to be a team that, peaks after 3 or 4 games and is the same team the rest of the season. We want to continue to get better, continue to push these guys harder, and so it's one of those things. We whatever happened last week happened. Now it's time to go out and play the best game we can possibly play this week.
You had to say anything to Cole about touchdown celebrations?
Yeah, we talked about it. Like I said, it's one of those things. It is what it is. The penalty, he got. It was an unfortunate situation. Put our special teams and defense in bad situation. Just kids being kids and having fun. Wasn't malicious or nothing like that. But still, it's against the rules. You can't do this stuff.
Had he thrown the key block on that play? Was it?
I'm trying to think if he did or not. Obviously he blocked somebody on there, but I don't know if it was the key block. But I don't know, like I said, it's we got a close group of kids. I mean, all those guys are in the same recruiting class. They're very tight knit. They're very close, and they're just down there having fun together. We encourage our guys to celebrate together with their teammates, but obviously you can't do the choreographed stuff. And that's what they got them on.
Did you guys initially intend to run the ball 40 times, or was that just kind of what they were giving?
Yeah, I mean, we felt that we could run the football. We ran the football on them last year, and it was one of those things. As we got in the game, we were having success. The quarterback did a great job of sticking with it. He had a lot of options of things he could do, but it got to the point he was really confident in how the game was going, and he just kind of put it on those guys' backs. And obviously, you got 3 really good running backs competing very hard for those reps, and that's one thing. Those guys made some plays too. There was some runs out there that really wasn't blocked up that great, and some of the stuff that they did, they had free guys that should have made the plays, but the running backs made them miss. I mean, they didn't even get touched. They made them miss so bad. And so, like I said, a lot of credit goes to the quarterback. The receivers did a good job downfield. And the running backs, obviously, they earned a lot of that too. I mean, they did a great job, making their guys miss and actually making stuff happen when it wasn't blocked up that well.
How much does guesswork or luck go into the sort of recruitment and development of an Andre Dillard, somebody who needs kind of that much body change?
I don't know if it's so much guesswork or luck. I mean, you get to know a kid over a sometimes 2-year period. Obviously Dillard was a little bit shorter recruitment than that, but you talk to everybody that knows the kid, and he had a great work ethic. His dad played football here. He had great genes. He's a good kid. He had the right mentality, and it was one of those things when you look from a frame standpoint, you knew that he could put the weight on. You saw the athleticism on tape. He competed on tape. He was just a late bloomer. He was a late bloomer, and he was 240 pounds. Not many people look at guys like that, But we've done that for years. Coach Leach, that's something that he's done as good as anybody in the country over that time period is develop guys like Andre Dillard. And like I said, you're not always right on them, but when you are, I mean, it's a good thing.
A little more satisfying when that works out in the way that it did.
No doubt. I mean, and you could say that about Cole Madison. I mean, Cole Madison, Andre Dillard, the prototypical guys you take, and great frames, really good athletes. Like I said, Cole didn't even play offensive line in high school, but they're really good athletes. They compete. They have the right mentality and the character that you're looking for. And you say, look, this is the plan that we have to build you into what this, the final product is this. And those kids buy into it and they follow it. And like I said, a lot has to do with the strength staff too. And those guys have done a phenomenal job with those kids. And, Andre Dillard he's 302 pounds and he has hardly any fat at all on him. And he looks like a big old tight end, and that can move. So, the strength staff, the nutrition, all that stuff goes into it. And when you got everybody working together like that, doing a great job, man, it's something that you can actually, as you get the program going, you can really, that's kind of what we're looking for, building guys like that.
Oregon